Last week, we went over our monthly overview. We set up our bills, our paydays, our debt payments. Up next, we are going to work on our monthly budget. So this is something you should be doing at the beginning of the month to further enable you to see where your money is going and how you can best make it work for you. First, we're going to go ahead and denote that it's July. You want to go ahead and write out your pay periods, and you can flip back here to your month if you need to see which ones those are. Our paydays are in green, so this will help us to write those out. I have a ton this month, and I'm not going to write them all, but stick with me. Stick with me. I know these numbers seem ridiculous, but remember, y'all, I am a content creator and a social media influencer with a relatively large platform. So these are my incomes, but these last 5 here just go directly to my business account, and I use those for business expenses. I don't necessarily budget those out for my personal money. I go ahead and reinvest those back into my business. It's a 5-week month, so Baddies and Budgets will be paying me $7,500. That's in 5 checks. Facebook ads, I earned $3,000 this month. Amazon affiliate links, $1,500, very slow month. $4,500 from YouTube, $2,000 from TikTok's creator program, and from Stan, $1,100. So that's a total of $19,600. But I'm going to go ahead and make a bill for my business. And that $12,100 here you see in these bottom 4 incomes is going to go to my business account. And I typically just do that on the first of the month. That money is already like deposited over there. I'm just being genuine about my income, okay? So up next, we're going to work on fixed expenses. So total up your income here, we have $19,600. For fixed expenses, we are going to go ahead and write out our bills for the month. And you can flip back and forth here and look at your bills. Mine are in orange, and so we're going to go ahead and write those out. Notice I did not move all of my bills over because some of them are subscriptions, and we have another section for those, so I'm going to include those there. I'm going to go ahead and total up all of the bills here. So we have a total of $13,975. But remember, this is with moving over all of those business expense dollars, so it may sound inflated. So up next, we are going to technically work on variable expenses, but I want to move my subscriptions over first. So let's go through and find those. Okay, so I've got all my subscriptions, and some of these dates I'm just not sure of. I'll go back and figure it out. But I'm going to go ahead and round these up to whole numbers, and we're going to add up how much our subscriptions cost for the month. $164. Okay. So up next here, we are going to work on our variable expenses. So these are the expenses that you should be carrying in your cash wallet. And then you want to go ahead and try to figure what your budget is for the month with these. In your first month doing this, you may just have to kind of guesstimate or go back and look at your previous spending via your bank statements. But as you continue to budget, you should be able to use what we call a weekly check-in to figure out how much money you should be saving for the month. So with your weekly check-in, you guys see those videos where I unstuff my cash wallet and I can see where I'm over under spending. And I can see here that with budgeting myself anywhere from $75 to $100 a month for gas, I'm spending all of the money. So I know for sure that I need about $120 a week for gasoline. I have 5 weeks this month, so that means I need $600. So that's kind of how you use this sheet to go ahead and calculate your monthly spending. For gas, I'm going to allocate $600 for the entire month. For groceries, I'm going to do $150 a week times 5 weeks for the month, which is $750. For dining out, I'm going to do $50 a week, 5 weeks, $250. The same for spending. I usually don't spend much, so $25 a week, which will leave me with $125. For the puppies, I'm trying to pay myself back for one of their hospital stays, so I'm going to go ahead and do $50 a week for $250. And Help a Human, I try to do $25 a week there as well, so we'll do $125. And then we're going to total those up. And that gives us a total of $2,100 for variable expenses. So here you can see so far with our paycheck, we have set aside our money for bills, $19,600. We put aside the bill money, which was $13,975. Our variable expenses, which is our week-to-week spending, was $2,100. And then our subscriptions, which are pretty much a part of our bills, will cost us $164. Which leaves us with $3,361 to move to the next page of our monthly budget. So I'm just gonna write that up here. The very next thing we wanna attack before we do any savings challenges, any sinking funds, is any debt that we have. So for me, I do still have one student loan that I was hoping for forgiveness for, but it hasn't happened. So I'm gonna put that one there. I'm also going to include here my truck wrap. I'm paying myself back for that, and I'm paying it like it's a debt, as well as my puppy's hospital stay. So my student loan amount is $25,168. I was really hoping for that $20,000 forgiveness, but it ain't looking like it's gonna happen. But luckily, I saved up the money anyway when I first started cash stuffing, so it's been sitting in a high yield savings account, and I'm just gonna pay it as soon as I get into my new home because I need the credit age. So that's gonna sit there. I'm not gonna bother with that until we have to start back making payments, and then I will start making payments on that. So for my truck wrap, $500. For my puppy, I still owe myself about $905. Okay, I'm not gonna pay all those here, but I do want to total them up to see. Okay, so $30,573 is the total. Keep in mind, this isn't how yours will look. It'll have your credit card payments, your loan payments, but all this is stuff that these aren't really owed to anyone. It's just me paying myself back. And then this student loan is still in deferment and we don't have to start paying it, so I'm not paying it until I have to. So none of this will be coming out of my monthly income except for these two, which will be paid like sinking funds. And so I'm just showing you here, but it's not really gonna come out of any of this money. So over here, the first thing I'm gonna write out is my solo 401k. And every month I've been trying to invest $1,000 into that. I've already maxed out my Roth. We are working on setting up a backdoor Roth for me. I just haven't had time yet. So as far as investments go, that's all I'm going to be contributing. I also do have monthly savings challenges. So for our July savings challenge, my goal was to do at least $150 inside of that one. For my breast reduction, my goal is to do at least $100 there. And then other miscellaneous challenges, just depending on which ones I need to make videos for, I'm gonna set aside $200. And I just like to do these first so that I can know what's left over. So that's $14.50 for savings challenges. And if your savings and investments aren't a priority in your journey, go ahead and skip straight to sinking funds. So my math wasn't mathin'. From our previous page, we had $3,361 to roll over. We have $1,450 going towards extra savings and investments. That leaves us with $1,911 to go towards sinking funds. Well, I'm gonna add up our sinking funds here. So we have $1,450 in sinking funds. What you do here after you have everything written down and accounted for, there's a little chart here at the bottom and you can go ahead and break down all of your amounts. So for my income, we have $19,600. For our expenses, you want to add up section 2, 3, and 4. So we're gonna go $2,100 plus $13,975 plus 164 equals $16,239. Over here for debt, we have 0. For sinking funds, we have $1,450. And for extra savings and investments, we have $1,450 as well. So we want to take $19,600 minus $16,239 minus 0 minus 1,450 minus 1,450. That leaves us with $461, which is our surplus for the month, which means that after paying all of our bills, our weekly spending money, debt payments, and putting away money for investments, we should have $460 to play with. Maybe add extra to sinking funds, maybe start an extra savings challenge. But this just helps you get a view of the money that's coming in versus the money that's going out, and to know whether or not you have enough to cover yourself for the month and where you need to cut back, and so on and so forth. So that's it for our monthly budget. Let's move on to the next.